Hood's got 10 points in the game.
And for the Jazz and their defense post-All-Star break, it helped them in their big second-half run. How about a 422 field goal percentage against after the break?
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for the Jazz. Exum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Redick for three. Here's Griffin, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Hood. He's guarded by Johnson. Nice job coming off that screen.
And you know, you were talking about the field goal percentage against for the Jazz. It was the third best in the league after the All-Star break. That's field goal percentage defense. They allowed the fewest points in the NBA after the break as well.
Griffin passes to Paul. No good with the triple. Jazz leading by 7. Kicks to Exum. 1:03 left in the first quarter. And there's the feed to Freak. It's hauled in by Smith.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Launches a three. Here's Redick. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Hood kicks to Freak. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's outstanding hang time improvisation right there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Lance Stephenson's checked in for the Clippers. Free throw good. Freak. Here's Paul. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Smith. Releases. And again, the Clippers good for 2. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. And taken away by Paul. That will count. Wow. And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so.
Vertically for the Jazz. Rodney Hood's checked in for Alec Burks, and it's Lou in for Trey Burke. The Clippers also making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Pierce. Johnson comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Chris Paul subbed in for J.J. Redick. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul out there with Lance Stephenson. And it's Johnson in at the small forward.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
Miles checked in for Utah. Exum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brick. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors did not have a great showing. He had 6 points and added a few rebounds as well. One thing that's a bit disturbing for him right now is the fact that it's been a string of games like this together. His numbers are down, and we'll see if he can buck the trend in this one, guys.
Doris, thanks. We all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
That would be a huge help. I mean, the faster he can move on and get locked into the present, the better off his team will be.
Stevenson with a clean look, and it's off from three-point range. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, When you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Lou passes to Lyles. Freak dishes to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Hood kicks to Freak. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead. LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. The reward with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
Deflects the pass. Pass to Johnson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. And it's 8 points for Johnson.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter. Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
From deep, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Lou. Lou's got 5 points now this quarter.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Johnson for 3. Shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, Greg, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten a win.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Jazz lead 5-9.
Yes, Kevin, here with Doc Rivers. And Doc, so far in this game, do you feel like the team has struggled?
Second is about to get going here. Really an here. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for Pierce. And Stevenson's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Paul. Lou, he's in at the point. Hood out there with Lyles. Then it's Exum, and it's Booker in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team. Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
And those rebounds lead the team. I mean, he's been the tone setter for him today in terms of work ethic and glass eating.
Hood, the pass to Lou. Up and in on the layup. Lou's got 10.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Redick with the bucket.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Freak dishes to Hood. To the left wing. Lou passes to Lyles. And here's Redick. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Now Exum. Hood gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Redick with it. Traps in the tray. Redick's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season. Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one falls for Johnson. And both free throws good for Johnson. Utah leading by 11. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the pick. Favors with the screen. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went...
.133 left in the fourth. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Crawford. Smith out there with Pierce. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Gobert with the screen on Crawford. Here's Lou. Rebound by the Clippers.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And the wide open shot from Redick. It falls. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
It's Crawford with the drive, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Favors, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Burks, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Okay, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Huge shot there, and the crowd, Clark knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
Yeah, you gotta love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Hayward. Buries it.
Kevin, they've still got a foul to give at this point.
Yeah, and strategy wouldn't be bad to use it if they need to.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, you know what? Griffin's got them falling in right now. That's for sure.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. Paul dishes to Griffin. Can they tie? Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
There you go, guys.
Welcome back, Ernie